this got to do with my previous video, actually, the one that I talked about ZUCHU's repost about karma. And of course, I gave my opinion, and I'm seeing a couple of people saying that, oh, it's a lie. That right there is ZUCHU's repost, okay? If you go on her TikTok, the repost is still there. I'm not the only blog who is talking about it, so I don't know why you're opening your big nyash saying that I'm lying, despite other blogs reposting about, talking about her repost about karma. Again, people have different opinion about ZUCHU and Diamond Platnumz breakup. There are people who feel like she's not a victim because she knew very well what she was getting herself into. That has nothing to do with women don't support women when things like this happen. Well, this is what ZUCHU reposted, okay? And you can't repost something that you don't agree with. So it's technically something that you think and that is your belief. It's like you wrote that, right? So the repost saying in a quote, "To the man who ruined my peace while acting like he did nothing wrong, remember this. The tables always turn, and one day the pain you cause will come back to you multiple, heavier and louder. When that day comes, don't forget that I ended it all and stood strong. And when that day comes, it will be your turn, not because I wish it, but because karma keeps receipts and never shows mercy." That is what ZUCHU reposted right there. And I told y'all that I feel like she's being a hypocrite, wishing karma on Diamond because she knew what Diamond was like from the get-go. It's not like she wasn't living in TZ. Miss Mamas wasn't only living in TZ. She was in Wasafi since Zari's days, back in 2014. ZUCHU has been around Diamond and she has seen firsthand what those women were going through. So when we are wishing somebody harm and talking about karma, we should also remember what our involvement in that, like our participation in the situation. Because ZUCHU is not innocent and Diamond is not innocent. They both were together for convenience. Unfortunately, what ZUCHU wanted did not happen, right? That topic there has brought broader conversations online, which we're going to talk about. By the way, Diamond Platnumz fan base were not feeling this all. This person said, "Madam, just leave our Diamond Platnumz in peace. Do not harm our icon. You knew who Simba is, but you chose to date him. Please go in peace. Let him enjoy his life." That is literally what I said on my previous video, that when we are starting to wish others harm and praying to God that they receive what they deserve, we should also look in deep within why we really wanted to be with that person. You've seen the women that Diamond was with in the past. You threw shade on those women. You threw shade on the commentators that were telling you that Diamond and Ish. Another person said, it's true, this relationship started. Of course, you all know that ZUCHU is saying that she's been with Diamond for 6 years. So 6 years from now, that will start from 2020. Mind you, Diamond and Tanasha broke up in 2020. There are rumors that for ZUCHU to be signed on WCB, because baby girl been there since 2014, okay? She gave Diamond that cookie for her to be released. Allegedly, honey. So this person is asking a very honest question, because ZUCHU kept on claiming it's been 6 years. Mind you, this is 2026 July. So it means if it's 6 years today, then it means that relationship started in 2020 around that same time. Okay, this person commenting saying in a quote, if truly this relationship started in 2020, that's the time Tanasha walked to Kenya with her child, does that mean Zuchu was the woman in the picture when causing another woman to walk away? If it was true, Zuchu was being hosted by Aaliyah, and at that time Aaliyah was also seeing Diamond, does that mean anything to her? Because these tables turning and karma happening, doesn't she think is her own karma? Funny how we become motivational speaker when all the red flags were there. Oh my God, let me take a sip. You can't steal somebody's husband. Again, I repeat, no man can be stolen. But you can't take somebody who have someone, okay, literally stealing, and then you turn around and start crying karma. If this person easily came towards you while leaving their person, what do you think they're going to do with you? Play kalongolongo or what? So I 100% in agreement with what this person is saying right here. This person is saying Zuchu was not in Tanasha's relationship. Aaliyah was the side chick in Tanasha's relationship with Diamond. Zuchu was after Tanasha. But if Aaliyah was throughout Diamond and Tanasha's relationship, but Tanasha left in 2020, how come Zuchu is saying her relationship with Diamond started in 2020? Meaning, Diamond was with all three of them, in my opinion. And another person answered, the same person answered that person, I'm not sure. There were rumors. That's why I ask if really this relationship started in 2020, how many people were betrayed because of her? Also, there is no karma here. She said herself that she will hang on in that relationship hata tuseme nini. So why is she talking about karma? So this person is saying Zuchu was the one who said that she ain't going nowhere, and we have to wait the longest. So why are we summoning karma? Why are we summoning karma? Okay. Person commented, you lost them, how you got them? For sure. She was messing with him, and she knew Aaliyah was also messing with him. Let's put aside Tanasha. Let's say if Tanasha left Tanzania, maybe after 1 week or after a few days, Diamond approached Zuchu and they became an item. Aaliyah was with Diamond that time, and Zuchu was living in Aaliyah's house. So when we are summoning karma, we need to summon one for ourselves too. That is Zuchu I'm talking to. Another one say, Zuchu never caused Tanasha departure. Diamond's family and Aaliyah at that time caused her departure. Aaliyah is a green snake in a green grass. What is Zuchu? What is Zuchu? At least Aaliyah doesn't owe Tanasha ish. Zuchu was living in Aaliyah's house. Zuchu wore Aaliyah's clothes. So what do you call that? Isn't that betrayal? Even way worse than what Aaliyah did to Tanasha, because Tanasha and Aaliyah were not friends. But Zuchu and Aaliyah were not only friends, they were living in the same house, shitting in the same toilet, eating the same food. If somebody is able to do that to you, what stopped them from putting poison on your food? I'm just saying. Okay, let's continue. So the person replied, of course, shaming other women for speaking their mind. It says in a quote, it's a shame how women like yourself are defending a man who has played the emotion of so many women. Diamond has hurt and cheated on his women. He has children with multiple women. Even his sister in her recent interview said it's possible that Diamond has 20 children and most of them are hidden. Even Aaliyah is being paid to hide the child she had with Diamond. Isn't that a shame? And you want to defend a man with no remorse. No remorse. Who doesn't want to change? At that age of 36, he has slept with so many women and today is still doing the same without thinking of catching a disease on himself. I don't hate Diamond, but his behavior stinks and he has no self-respect. Your Zuchu knew this behavior of Diamond when she was getting in a relationship with Diamond, ma'am. So shut the F up. Another one said, Aaliyah was the main side chick in that relationship. She had a baby for Diamond and is being paid to hide that baby. Maybe because that baby is the same age as Tanasha's son. Why Diamond never announced Aaliyah as his woman nor was seen publicly with him? Why is Diamond family so close to Aaliyah? Because they are using Aaliyah to break They used Aaliyah to break up Tanasha's relationship with Diamond, just like they're using Aaliyah to break up Zuchu's relationship. In my opinion, I feel like you guys are losing the plot. We are out here talking about how your fave is wishing karma on people. Another one say, yes, it is alleged that she was in a Tanasha's relationship, even fought for a song. Anyway, you don't grab other people's men and you act a saint. Again, she knew what she was getting herself into. You can't be with a man and you want to control him. Even act like you are better than others. I remember when Zuchu said that Diamond has treated her the best than other ladies. Let me read the last one. This one said, it's true, my dear. Our daughter forget that. She started it, and of course, this time, karma visit her, but not me. She is too young to endure Diamond's pressure. Why can't she step aside? After all, she was the one who we had. She pressured Aaliyah out. Mamilo Zoo, I'm your fan, but on this, count me out. I don't like to see you suffer, of course. These are Zuchu's fans telling Zuchu, Miss Mamas, it's enough. Another one said, I know you love Zuchu so badly, but why didn't she choose to date Diamond? What was her main reason? She wanted to be the winner, that I married Simba and Queen right now. She knew all that problem Diamond caused for other women, but she chose to open her legs. Diamond is innocent guy, just love to have fun. He just want to lay every woman's nyash. She forced him so much. Do you think karma will happen to Diamond because of her? Do you think God is dealing with this issue? God has a lot of things to do for other people, not the problem she created herself. Zoo will definitely go back to Simba. Just give it 1 month. She has nowhere to go. Lord have mercy. So, as you can see, I think even those many fans of hers who used to defend her against Diamond, they've had enough. It's too much. You can't be out here putting yourself in a position, and when you get hurt, you start to say, oh, karma. No. Karma is just resting. Karma is dealing with people who deserve the karma. One thing, you can't cheat universe. It knows what to do and when to do it. Okay? The same pain Aaliyah passed through when you snatched Diamond from her. What goes wrong comes back around. Absolutely, yes. And that's just about that. So for the people who are still living in denial and they're thinking that Zuchu is this innocent lady who is just being done wrong, now you guys are seeing that it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it is what it is. Tell me how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Follow me on IG at Drizzy. Anyway, keep it classy. Time is see you on my next one. Let me go and watch football. I love you to the moon and back. Ciao, ciao.